Alrighty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the CML group stage. Today we have for you Terra Esports versus Feeders Unfed playing in a wonderful best of 2 game. As far as I know, both these teams relatively close. Good old Prem does stuff, so hoping to see some great Dota tonight. Fetus Down Fed banning the Sand King was mildly nerfed this patch, but it can still be really good, especially because it's one of those heroes that will just go farm 10 bajillion stacks. And Terra banning Co-op, comical nerf on Co-op, lost 25 damage on the ultimate. It does nothing. Hero is still perfectly fine. Earthshaker also just mild nerfs, picking him for the same reason they always pick him. They want that sweet, sweet damage. There we go. Leshrac Silencer banned out. Silencer can be a massive pain in the buttocks for a lot of drafts where you just want to go in and the next thing you know, global, my entire go is ruined. It's a disaster. Sue bans the clock and Shadow Demon. I believe that's just target bans. I do know quite a few people on Terra that play those heroes rather frequently. Then picks up that first pick, Nature's. We see Nature's still reasonably popular, slightly less popular than he was before, but he's very good at the moment. Can be flexed to carry, mid, even support roles. Wait, I am seeing this correctly, like, my eyes do not deceive me. Terra just picked Pudge. Road to the audience's heart, or at least my heart. There's nothing quite as exciting as watching a Pudge on a comp game. Beat us down, Fed, get rid of the Ursa. Fetus Down Fed is banning out the Chen. I'm pretty sure if you check Mr. Acer's match history, you'll see he's playing a lot of Chen lately. So I suspect that's just a targeted ban. Remove his Chen from the pool. We want to play Dota here, not StarCraft. I can get behind the Chen ban. Bans out the puck. I mean, there's never really a point to banning out puck unless there's someone on the enemy team who actually plays it, so I guess that Feeder stay on Fed's mid laner lent puck without me knowing about it, which is kind of cool, honestly. Would have actually kind of enjoyed seeing a puck. He's always a joy to watch. Terra picks up the Mars, probably one of the big A tier offlaners of the patch. Every team wants him. He's a lot of jump, a lot of catch. Just really good for playing up there, getting that tempo going. Feeder Stanford, they just immediately they see Mars, they pick Lifestealer, because Lifestealer really good into Mars, has a very fine lane into him. If you ever get arena, you click Rage, you walk out. It's as simple as that. And now they have another option for dealing with the Mars ulti with the Vengeful Spirit swap. As long as they can get vision into the Mars arena, she could save basically anyone at the cost of likely her own life, but it's kind of the point of the hero. Terra Esports picks up Razor Snapfire. So definitely a high tempo comp coming out here from Terra Esports. You don't see a lot of Razor nowadays. Not been the most popular hero for a while. But I can see the dream. He links that lifesteal. Lifesteal, it really doesn't like getting his damage drained by the static link. Especially because he doesn't have the greatest way to break the static link either. You can't just climb inside of the Razor like what you do with a lot of other heroes, because you still get linked even when you're inside of him. And Snapfire is just not one of those premium supports this patch. Void Spirit, Fetus stay unfed, bringing their own little bit of tempo and rotation power with the Void Spirit. Very good with the Nature's Prophet, allowing them to make many moves around the map. He gets a rune bid, he goes top, oh, all of a sudden the Nature's Prophet is there too, and now it's like a 4v2 in that gank. It can get pretty crazy, yeah. Bans out the Invoker. It's likely a Dandy ban. I know Dandy plays quite a lot of Invoker nowadays. Like 600 games or something on Invoker. It's pretty crazy.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. It is Radiant spam.
Yeah, Dawnbreaker would have been a real problem for Terra. Their team relies on the Mars ulti, getting on top of people with that Mars ulti kisses, and Dawn can kind of just shut that down, save people, get inside of the arena with the ulti importantly, and bring that extra bit of numbers advantage where Terra would otherwise be able to find jumps. And Timbersaw, because they picked 3 strength heroes, not banning Timbersaw would be inviting the little nightmare to come out. Coming down to the wire, Fetus down fed. Getting ready to use some more reserve time. All things considered, teams have been picking and banning pretty quickly. During this draw phase, I think both teams know what they wanted to do coming into this. Yeah, feel out the waters. It is group stage game 1. Both teams are coming in with a plan and will likely adjust that plan over time as the tournament continues. Question now is this a mid Razor or is this a carry Razor? I think the positions for Fetus down Fed are pretty locked in, with Lifestealer being the carry, Void Spirit gonna go mid, which likely means Nature's is being relegated to that pos 4 role, and Venge will be 5 then. It could still be wrong. I have seen Venge core be quite popular lately. Pick up the Marcy. Okay, yeah, no. Unless that Void Spirit is off lane, that is a Marcy off lane. I have not seen the Void Spirit off lane in quite a long time, and as far as I know, you can't play that hero support. Marcy pickup feels a bit weird. Like, I don't know where it's going. I could be playing offlane support to Nature's Prophet, but you really don't want your Nature's Prophet to be your offlane core. I was kind of hoping Feeder stay Unfed round out their draft with a team fighty off lane, take advantage of the fact that they have so much jump and catch to just get someone who can zone the fights a bit, has a relatively big ulti, and is a bit tankier than what Marcy is late game. Yep, Terra Esports picks up the Troll Warlord, so that will be a mid-raiser then, I'm assuming. Yep, that will be a mid-raiser. With red on the offlane Mars, Acerif will be playing the POS 5 Snapfire with Remedy on the POS 4 Pudge. Something doesn't seem right about those players, so I'm not sure about those positions. Deadly playing the mid Void Spirit. Chris on the Marcy, I'm not sure what role he plays, but I'm heavily suspecting that Marcy is offlane, with Lifestealer as the carry. I mean, it could be a Lifestealer offlane. I just wouldn't want to play the Lifestealer into the Troll Warlord when he has such a nice matchup into the Pudge Mars combination.
Your answer is useless here. Prepare for battle.
My spectator camera seems to be slightly bugged, but it's fine, I guess. We just deal with it like this. We get to watch our Pudge's perspective for a bit. Oh, immediately lands the hook with no vision. Big first blood from that hook. They get it onto the Vengeful Spirit. And there we go, they get the Nature's Prophet down as well. Goes for the hook, does just barely miss the Marcy. Okay, this is actually quite problematic. What is going on here? I'm going to be opening up the mighty power of Google to figure out this. Hmm. This is extremely weird.
Well, there could have been something there.
Okay, that did not do anything. Okay, just give me a sec. I think I'm going to just see if I can reconnect to this. They have put up a pause real quick. Yes, my game is quite badly bugged, it would seem. Okay, so we'll let them play in the meantime. I'm going to restart Dota. That's quite an issue. So be right back, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Okay, should be back and working again now. Although Dota is being extraordinarily weird. Okay, I have not seen Dota crabbing its pants this hard in quite a long time, honestly. Hey, we're seeing something. Is Dota restoring itself to being in existence? And now it is not responding. Yay, brilliant. Well, that ain't right. Well, let's try this again, I suppose. This is extremely awkward for me. I don't know what's going on exactly. Come on, Delta. I believe in you. Okay, it would seem that it is slightly cooked. I'm going to take a couple more minutes, see if I can get this fixed. Once again, apologies for the really bad technical issues. We are back, everybody, for game 2 after Terra took the win in game 1. It seems like that what just ended up being a war of tempo draft, with Terra just getting that tempo first, and feeders down Fed unfortunately having to try and play their tempo draft from behind. We see now that feeders down Fed will be banning the Sand King and the Clockwork. Looks like they are fairly set on not playing against those heroes. Meanwhile, Terra gets rid of Kez and Leshrak, looking to not get cheesed by the new funny hero in Captain's mode. I think he has a lot of potential. He does seem quite strong, honestly. He just does a lot of damage, can throw out a lot of random utility spells as well. That hero just does way too much at the moment.
10 seconds remain.
If he does stay unfed, we'll be banning the Earthshaker. Doesn't want to give Terra's mid laner the option to just go farm stacks to be in the game every time. And then we'll follow it up with banning the Shadow Demon, which is likely a targeted ban against Mr. Acer.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Dyer's turn to pick.
Terra Esports wants to banning out the Quap. I don't think I've ever seen a Terra game where they don't ban Quap. They really, really dislike having to play into that hero.
5 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick.
Terra Esports not gonna give them a chance to ban the Mast this time. They just pick it up immediately. As stated previously, I think it's one of those tier 1 offlaners right now, along with things like the Dawnbreaker. Just great pickup. Clearly worked extremely well for them last game. They just want to be able to get in there, pop the arena, and be off to the races in a fight.
Dyer's turn to bat.
Feeders stay unfed, picking up the Disruptor, probably one of the most annoying supports in this game to deal with. The Glimpse Back is great setup into basically any initiation, any kill. Glimpse Back is so overwhelmingly annoying, and some heroes don't get things like Yules and that, and they have to burn their BKB on it in order to not die. And yeah, I personally think this Disruptor is one of the best supports to pick up nowadays. It just does so much for a team. It's got its big team fight ultimate, it's got the Glimpse Back's catch. Terra, not looking at the Snapfire for themselves this game, will just straight up ban it. Get it out of there, don't give it to feeders down fed. Another very popular and strong support nowadays. I suspect they're banning the Snapfire, hoping that the Chen gets through, which it actually does, so I'm assuming that we're going to see a second pick Chen from Terra this game.
Seconds. 5 seconds.
Feeder stay Unfed. Definitely think quite a bit about their next few picks. Probably looking to change up the things that went wrong last game, hence a much more increased thinking time. They will opt for the Nature's Prophet again, so again, I don't think there's too much to write home about that hero. It's extremely flexible, can play many different roles, has that global presence. Overall, I think it's just a really strong hero this patch. Okay, but Timo was mistaken. Terra Esports picking up the Elder Titan and then the Chen. So there's their entire support duo decided. They will be using the Chen plus the Elder Titan this game. Elder Titan's one of those heroes you almost never see him in pubs because he's not great in pubs, but he just brings a lot to the table in a comp environment where your team can coordinate on that extremely long sleep duration. He gives great scouting, particularly in Roshan situations. And Chen, well, Chen is Chen. He's the StarCraft hero. We all know him, nobody plays him, so it could be rather enjoyable to see some Chen gameplay. Feeders, stay unfed, will respond with the axe. If Chen ever gets caught by axe, he's gonna be in a world of hurt, especially if he gets caught in the middle of all of his creeps. That's a lot of units that don't do that much damage to axe. Hitting the axe and procking his wonderful spin.
5 seconds. Dyer's turn to pick. Juggernaut.
Followed up by the Juggernaut, so we've got both the offlane and carry now locked in place for Feeders stay unfed, which means we're likely seeing either a mid-Nature's Prophet, but I suspect it'll probably going support again, get that Vessel Rush pulled going.
10 seconds.
I'm not the biggest fan of Jug into Mars, but it does also have the benefit of, like the Lifestealer from the previous game, if you ever get Arena, you click spin, you walk out of it, you're fine.
Dyer's turn to bat.
Now that is an interesting pick. I'm assuming that's going to be a Klink's carry. I don't know if I actually like it this game. Klinks isn't really a hero that enjoys playing into Axe. He's not the biggest fan of this Raptor with the Glimpse Black. Yeah, I don't know about this Klinks pick actually. I don't think it's the best hero for them this game. But I suppose we'll see. It does have some things it can pick off. It's pretty good into the natures, can pick him off, and can also pick off that Disruptor support. But it will have a very hard time killing Axe or Juggernaut, and there's always the chance of the Axe finding it. And if an Axe finds a Klinks, the Klinks is probably just dead.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Feeder stands fed, will give her a respect ban out to the Invoker. Once again, doesn't want Mr. Dandelion picking up his Invoker that he has way too many games on.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dyer's turn to ban.
Primal Beast getting banned out by FSU.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Dire must choose. Radiance
And Terry spots will ban out the Shadow Fiend. And then pick the Beastmaster immediately afterwards. That's I'm definitely a Beastmaster mid then. Looking at their bans, they made sure to get rid of Shadow Fiend, Stormspirit, both heroes that can really bully a Beastmaster in lane. And you kind of want your Beastmaster to win his lane, especially in a draft like this that is very tempo focused, very just kill the towers, get it over focused. FSU, very much like Timbersaw pickup here. Chen does not like playing into Timbersaw. Mars, for obvious reasons, doesn't like playing into Timbersaw. And Beastmaster, it's a bit weird. He's not the best mid into a Timbersaw. He can do it, but I do think the matchup does swing a bit towards Timbersaw. Not gonna lie, that is probably the greatest Chen set of all time. It's just so good.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
And we have our Juggernaut carry along with our support, Nature's Prophet, taking those soothing saplings. And Beastmaster is almost as naked as Axe with that default skin. Somebody needs to get rid of Beastmaster skin if he wins this game. Dress up his hero a little bit. Instant smoke out from the side of Terra. They're gonna go for the Smost Folk. FSU will say, we don't really need the smoke, and just walk up there.
Whoa, princess. Care for a gank?
The sun in my league.
And there's that annoying little mono burning menace, the Satyr Convert. Terra will just run straight up. The Elder Titan is here already somehow. I did not see how he managed this. He's very fast apparently. Beastmaster ended up showing on a ward, so they do know that Terra are here. FSU does look keen to take this fight though. The Disruptor will find the Clinks and decide, oh no, the Clinks hurts. Oh, there's no Quelling Blade or Tangos on the Elder Titan, so he's gonna take a bit more damage than necessary. Hounddom creep down to half HP. Well, it's not a Hounddom creep, but I always get those confused. The Mars is on the side. He lands a cheeky right click onto the Disruptor, and before realizing, maybe I shouldn't be there. Juggernaut gonna see if he can spin for this rune. Will he do it? Will he get the rune? He will not. He decides it's not worth risking his life over. Disruptor. We will see a 2-2 rune trade going on. No one dies. Deadly on the Timbersaw, going up against Red's Beastmaster mid. The Satyr Convert is however here to burn all of his mana, give Red a relatively easy time in lane. And already we can see the effects of just having more units in the lane, along with those boar slow being pretty brutal. Not too much happening so far. I do reckon there will be quite a few kills happening bot, either due to the Disruptor getting good glimpses into spins, or due to the Disruptor being in the wrong place at the wrong time, getting speared to a tree. Elder Titan, just walking up and smacking people. He's got the right idea there. Juggernaut will go onto him with the spin though, but decides to back off, realizing the Mars will likely spear him to a tree if he keeps that up, even though the Mars does not have spear yet. In all play, nothing too interesting happening. Currently FSU is definitely winning on the HP trades department. It's a bit confident of Terra to be playing the Chen directly into the Axe lane, giving him those extra creeps to work with for the spin. So far, kind of working out for them, as Terra's cores are chilling at all three the top last hit positions. Only the Timbersaw really doing well in his lane. Even then, he's been denied 5 times by this Beastmaster. But with just a couple levels, he's got his first level in reactive armor, he's basically unkillable now. We'll have a truly absurdly hard time bringing down this Timbersaw mid lane. Bit of pull action. ET does try to stop it. Disruptor will still kind of get it off, but mostly stopped by the Elder Titan. Meanwhile, in the top lane, nothing but hitting creeps going on here. Relatively equal for the Clinks and the Axe. The Mars is having a wonderful time bottom though. Jug isn't doing too badly himself, but definitely favored towards the Mars right now for that lane. Theta Convert, ruining all of Mars's prospects of having mana. This game, I think, is mostly going to be relatively uninteresting until some of these heroes get level 6. Like, I think the moment this Beastmaster gets level 6, there's going to be a play happening either onto the Timbersaw mid, or he's going to walk into another lane, see if he can get that ulti off. Make some things happen. So far though, these lanes are extremely equal. Chen's Satyr Convert is once again on a journey mid to contest one of the water runes. Also likely just irritate the Timbersaw a little bit, burn some of his mana. Yeah, look at that Menace go. Boom, burns the mana. And Chen brings right back to him. In the bot lane, it would seem that the Disruptor did get his glimpse back into the spin, and that will be the ET falling. If I'm Mars, I'm gonna see that healing ward going and be so annoyed. Just free regen for the Juggernaut in this lane. Does not need to back. We do now see the matchup coming a bit into play as Timbersaw has firmly caught up and even surpassed the Beastmaster slightly in CS. Big stacks being made on the side of FSU. Not sure who farms them, probably the Axe. And Juggernaut does have a pretty hard time farming stacks until he has his Battle Fury. Elder Titan. He's opting to go hit this Juggernaut. He's actually taking a lot of damage, but the Mars does not have mana for Spear. You know, on the top lane, Chen gets caught out doing his shenanigans and will die. Considering I don't see his creep walking around, I'm assuming his creep contributed to his death. Axe is incredibly low, but he is walking out. Gets a spell off. He might have stayed around a bit longer than he was welcome. The Chen gets one more right click. Oh, he gets the last right click. Axe will go down, and I think Nature's is just gone here too. Yeah, Nature's is also just gone. Staying longer than they were welcome, just getting run down, slowly chipped away by the right clicks from the Chen, his creeps, and obviously the clinks. Back in bottom, the Mars does have a Lotus in his inventory, so there is a chance that he can pop that, get a surprise spear off onto the Juggernaut. ET using those stacks very well to get just tons of damage every time he wants to go bonk people. Yeah, now this matchup is going almost exactly as I expected. The Timbersaw is doing really well for himself. Beastmaster is not doing too badly himself. He's still getting quite a bit of money. Yeah, only like 100 net worth between them. More like 50, honestly. With Klink's actually topping the net worth chart after those 2 early kills. Nature's Prophet does scan, see if he can get a sneaky Wisdom Rune in there, but it's already been taken. Mars is getting glimpsed back under the tower. He's spinned onto. He's tanking all of the back shots from the tower. He does manage to survive the spin, gets the spear off. Jug is stuck in the trees. The tower now onto the ET, gets the healing board out, but the ET has gotten too much damage from the stacks. He's going to just run away. But here comes the Nature's Prophet, showing off his global presence a bit, is able to secure the return kill onto the Mars. The Titan now has to run for his little life. He should be fine here, but he doesn't have mana for TP, so he's got to do some clever duking shenanigans whilst that regens up. He might run into the Jug here. Ooh, they just missed each other because of night vision, and he'll be okay. The Nature's Prophet is still here. They want to kill this Mars again. They're going straight onto him. Jug running up, gets a couple right clicks in. Nothing's gonna happen. He's a bit too close to his tower. And Beastmaster will actually be the one taking the stacks on this for the side of Terra. Not too many stacks to be taken, but that will help him a little bit.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Max will opt to get the Blade Mail first this game instead of the Blink. Honestly, I think it's a relatively wise decision. Does to some extent accelerate your farm on that hero as well. In the bot lane, Mars has Arena, he wants to go for something. Besides against it, seeing the healing ward healing up that Jug. Okay, that one's completely my bad. I don't know how I missed that, but Chen rotated mid, Raw used, and just brought down the Timbersaw. I was not expecting him to die this game. Chen will find the stacks, and he's gonna try and take them on his own. He's calling over his Beastmaster to come help. Axe is like, oh no, they know. Ooh, Beastmaster just got most of that stack with those axes. But FSU is showing up. They need to scram. Beastmaster does not have ulti. Looks like no one will fall here, but they did pull a lot of FSU's heroes here. Got space. The glimpse back onto the ace is Chen. That'll cause him to fall, but the Klink's able to come in from the side, get the return kill onto the Nature's Prophet. Jug coming here too. FSU is bringing everyone. So is Terra. Deadly. He smells blood and he will claim it. Juggernaut. Klink's trying to get a sneaky axe kill. He's going to pay for it. He's being glimpsed back. That's a lot of damage. They have the dust for him too. He will fall. Getting a bit too spicy there. Gets caught out. There's the Arena. Able to secure the Disruptor kill. Beastmaster in there. Nature's Prophet will die again. Deadly seeing if he can get that Mars kill, but it's just too slow. It gets finished off. And Jug, not realizing the Beastmaster's ulti is back up, ends up walking in and falling. And I believe this means that not only will they lose the fight, they'll probably lose the stacks as well. Beastmaster has that DD rune, and he's going to take it with the help of his support chain. Disruptor seems fairly committed to at least trying to slow them taking these stacks down so that FSU can maybe get in position to contest, take a good fight, defend the stacks. Yeah, Timbersaw decides, nope, I'm just going to finish the stacks. They do glimpse back the ET onto the high ground. You should be fine here. Disruptor does get a fairly good ulti off. Ooh, the Nature's Prophet ulti with the damage over time from the axe is actually enough to bring him down. Great getting stuck, not having a Quelling Blade. Will also get glimpsed back and he's going to fall, isn't it? Yes, he falls to the Tempest-One combination. This Disruptor is making a lot happen, and that's the impact of the glimpse back. Just when you think you're safe, boop, no you're not, come back here boy.
My thrift rewarded. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A lot of fights happen surrounding these stacks. Terra was able to steal one stack, get a reasonably good fight, still maintaining a 3k net worth lead despite feeding some kills towards the back end of that.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Meanwhile in the top lane, Chen confidently messing with the axe, was unable to connect in time, so he will walk it off. They're looking onto the Clinks. The Nature's Prophet has TP'd in behind him. He's popped that. They have dust for him. Timbersaw is there. They don't have a stun. Oh no! If just one more of Jug's Omni slash bounces hit the Clinks, he would have lived. But now they've committed Omni and multiple heroes TPs, only for the Clinks to TP out right in front of their faces. Now they're all looking towards this top tower, along with the army of Chin creeps, obviously going to abuse the Dark Troll Summoner. He's getting glimpsed back onto the hill. He's trapped by the Disruptor. He does get called, but he is still on the low ground, so he should be fine, yeah. Big arena, but the Disruptor ulti shuts any follow-up they might have had down. Unfortunately, Nature's Prophet falls to the Chin creeps, but Chen will also fall as the Timbersaw and Axe run straight at him, gets a nice dunk. Spars is now caught in a precarious situation. Slight glimpse back. Yeah, he's just going to slowly die, I believe. Maybe not, actually. Another one of Terra's heroes TP's out right in front of them. Not having the glimpse available to stop that from happening. Flex will opt for the Desert build this game. I do believe that's correct, especially with their plan of they just want to kill towers as quickly as possible. Chen getting gone on by the Tempest-Saw. Does look like they will just leave it at that. Terra is likely looking to take a fight mid lane, yeah, but they do need to wait for their Beastmaster to connect. I honestly wouldn't be mad if they just wait Beastmaster and Mars to get their items up, and there we go. Yule's not opposed to the Yule's pick up this game, it is really good into Timbersaw. Things are coming out. FSU also wants to play mid. They want to jump this poor Chen Zoo, man. Disruptor pops the ulti, they're all in it. The Chen will walk out as they realize they are in danger, with the rest of Terra TPing in, coming in and turning this fight. They will fall. They lose both the Nature's Prophet and the Timbersaw in that exchange. Very quick response coming out from Terra. Unfortunately, FSU did just not have the numbers to properly deal with all of Terra's heroes coming in like that. And straight onto Rush. Their team is really good at taking it. Not the fastest in the world, but because of the sheer volume of creeps, they can take it fairly early without too much trouble. That'll be Roshan down and going to the Beastmaster. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Timbersaw and Nature's Prophet able to find a kill as ET attempts to de-push this big double wave crashing into their tier 1 tower. Chen on his way to go do it now in the Elder Titan's stead. They see red alone here, they want to go on him. Oh, the main chakra misses. Red might just feed the first Aegis here. There goes the Aegis. They managed to catch him on the wall. The question is, does he die again? The rest of Terra is connecting. They pop the ulti there. Unfortunately, the Disruptor gets bonked. Red will lose his second life. But the Elder Titan is completely brutalizing people with his damage. Not sure what the point of that Mars arena was. Was one of the arenas of all time. Nature's Prophet, will he get the TP out? No, the spear is there, he's caught. They will lose the Nature's Prophet and Disruptor, as well as the Timbersaw in exchange for getting both of the Beastmaster's lives. All things considered, still a good fight for Terra, but they do now have to make these plays without Aegis, and they can't simply go get him another one. Already a 6k lead in 18 minutes. Currently not looking good for FSU, but they've been doing a good job of finding kills where they can so far. It's always a chance of a comeback. Red is in there to try and keep his Chen alive. His Chen gets glimpsed back onto Timbersaw. I think Timbersaw's going down. The Chen will also go down, but Timbersaw falls. ET getting very low, will get dunked, but so does the Juggernaut. And the Nature's Prophet actually. This fight is not looking too good for FSU right now. And they're able to chase down the Disruptor as well. That is not what you want to see on the side of FSU, having to give up 2 cores, both your supports for the enemy's 2 supports. This game probably seems extremely one-sided right now, but what we do need to keep in mind is that all FSU really has to do for a while is survive. Once Terra misses their big timing to end the game, it will only be downhill from there for them as their FSU heroes slowly but surely catch up and eventually are just stronger in the late game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The axe is there, he gets the call off with the blade mail. Klinks might just die solo. He will. Klinks being a bit overzealous, pushing there without his team behind him to protect him. Axe can solo kill him with just blink blade mail. Net worth stuff doesn't really change that. And that actually brings the Axe completely back into this game. He's now within the top 3 in net worth. He also manages to find the Mars. Timbersaw is there to help. Nature's Prophet on the back line, fighting it out with the Chen. They're able to keep Mars from TPing out this time. And he will fall. But the Beastmaster blinks up, uses the roar, able to take out the Timbersaw, and now he's going to run down, see if he can clean up a bit. Gets the Nature's Prophet. Overall, if I'm FSU, I'm taking that trade 100% of the time. Like, valiant sacrifices. The Timbersaw and the Nature's Prophet there. Both teams kind of reset and seeing if they can find a farm. Terra keeping the pressure up though, playing in a very forward position, make sure all of the lanes are always pushed out. Timbersaw wants to go on this Chen here. The ET is behind him. Do they bring enough heroes though? Chen and ET both sensing the danger, realizing FSU knows they're there, they're likely bringing a lot. Let's get out of here. They get the glimpse back onto the Elder Titan. He might just die to the 2 supports here. And he will. The Beastmaster blinks in, uses the orb, manages to get a return kill. Oh, they find the Chen with the axe call. That is a lot of spins. He will get dunked and he will fall. Klink's able to get out and dodge, however. Mars has blinked in. He's got the arena. He's going straight onto this guy. He's able to Yules cancel the Axe's TP. Oh no. FSU in a lot of trouble, but Axe able to get the blink out. He will be okay. Was looking a bit dicey for him once his TP got cancelled, but he's fine. Terra is just responding to FSU's map moves so quickly. But FSU is still alive and surviving, and the clock is ticking on Terra's draft.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If FSU can get a kill of this Beastmaster on one of their cores, they're pretty much back in this game. A lot of the net worth difference is just sitting on that Beastmaster. Axe will blink in, catches the Mars in the core. Not exactly the target you want for the core. Beastmaster now in there with the raw. Omni Slash is used, doesn't do much, Axe falls. Now Jug is running away with spin. I believe that is the right decision. Really don't think Mars was neither they wanted to call there. I think they should have waited for a support or the Klinks to show. Rather tried to get that play going. Minor misplay, but ultimately I was probably just net worth the fight. Able to glimpse back the ET and they do manage to get that pick off. Mars however catches 3 in the arena. Jug is busy deciding whether he wants to be inside it or not. Mars does not have a Quelling Blade, he actually cannot get out of that and he will fall. Oh, the big Klink's damage coming out of nowhere kills the Disruptor and the Timbersaw. Timbersaw is generally pretty tanky against Klink, so he was able to stand up to it for quite a while. Axe with a beautiful call, he gets the kill onto the Beastmaster. Can him and Nature's Prophet get more though? Axe is directly, he's onto this 10. 10 will fall. Juggernaut is here now as well. They've caught the Klinks. The Klinks should have backed out when he had the chance. Klinks falls to the Juggernaut spin by accident. ET's walked up here very confidently into 3 heroes, and he will die for that as well. It's actually a full team wipe for FSU, and all they had to give up was Disruptor and their Timbersaw. That's 3k if the gold lead just worked away at by FSU. This is what I meant by the timer. Terra is very much looking for a 30-35 minute game, but that just got a lot harder for them as FSU now showing many signs of life. Juggernaut is actually almost completely caught up to that Lynx. In fact, the entire net worth lead is pretty much only sitting on the Beastmaster now. Oz is actually fallen behind his laning counterpart as well as the Timbersaw. Devastating for Terra, but very good for FSU on the other hand. And they have smoked up. They still want to fight. They realize they're stronger. They realize they need to end this game at some point. Oh, they might find the Timbersaw slightly isolated here. They're in with the roar. A lot of damage. He will fall. Well, no, while this is going on, big fight going on bottom where they're able to find the Disruptor. Oh, Jug is here now. He's Omni slashing onto the Mars. Axe, in the meantime, fighting the Klinks. This fight has split up quite a bit. Klinks cannot move. He has 3 separate battle hungers on him. He might just die to the battle hungers. Just barely survives and they just don't have the vision for him. That was looking a bit dodgy for them there. Meanwhile, Beastmaster and ET are solo into the rush. He has roared. FSU knows this is happening while also knowing that Clinks and Mars are bottom and aren't there yet. Question is just, can they get there quick enough? This rush is dying shockingly quickly. I can't do anything about it. Beastmaster gets himself another Aegis. The second Aegis is very, very important for Terra. They need to make quite a bit happen with it to close out this game. Even if they don't, they'll still probably be in a fine position, but this will probably decide if we get a 35-minute game or a 60-minute game. Disruptor is going for the die. He actually gets it. Nice little optimal play there. Well done on to the Disruptor. I see Ace drawing lines. He wants them to go look for this Timber Saw. Axe comes out of the bushes and just deletes Elder Titan top lane. Juggernaut senses the danger of their movement, gates over. Timbersaw is actually going to steal the Wisdom Rune, blink away, and TP out in the trees. They do finally catch this irritating little Disruptor mid lane while that is happening. I don't think that was too interesting of a kill. As far as I know, Disruptor just walked up a bit too much and Mars jumped him. Like a criminal in the bushes, Mars was waiting for that. Clinks showing exactly why he was the specific carry they took for this tower pushing strat that leads the tier 2 faster than you can say he deleted the tier 2. Oh, we have a TP in from the Disruptor. He's looking for a glimpse back, but he actually gets blinked by the Beastmaster and roared. The 4-staff is there to help him, but the Chen is coming in with the big fat ancient creeps and that brings him down actually. And now the arena is out too, catching the Nature's Prophet, and he will also fall. And using those 2 support kills, Terra feels they can go high ground. Which honestly, I think they can. These big ancient creeps are actually a massive power spike for Chen. Obviously coming from the Chen shard. And I think Terra gets Araxia. Now this is what they need to be doing with that second Aegis, which they still have. They might go for a second Rax, and indeed they will be going for a second Rax. The question is, what can FSU do about this? Like, Terra has not only reclaimed their lead, they've actually grown it from their slight misplay in the mid game there. Raptor glimpses back the Beastmaster. They are slowly but surely working him down. Although he does have that second life. ET Stomp connects onto the Juggernaut. They glimpse him back again. He gets the roar off and he doesn't even lose his Aegis. Timbersaw goes down. Axe is able to go and finish off the Aegis without having to commit BKB. Timbersaw buys back. And Terra are gonna play it slightly safe now. They've lost Aegis, try and walk back. Chen gets glimpsed back, he's trapped in trees, but he's a clever man, he bought the Quelling Blade. There we go, Terra simply resetting. Not gonna give up that lead to some high ground feeding shenanigans. Ooh, Beastmaster blinked forward. Not quite in range. And doesn't have Roar yet. Slight skirmishing happening between Timbersaw and Mars mid. They both just want their creeps. Juggernaut opting to get the butterfly before Agnum Scepter. I actually would have much preferred him getting an Agnum Scepter, some more tankiness. Butterfly's fine, it is more damage, and he was lacking damage in the previous fight as we saw. Especially with a lot of his Omni Slash being tanked by chain creeps. They are still keeping control of the map. There isn't really any farm going the way of... They dropped the banner, they're looking to get this last Rax. And the creeps are on the high ground, hitting that tower. Mars blinks in with a beautiful arena, catches both the supports, isolating them from their cores, and they'll both go down. Disruptor instantly buys back. Oh no, Juggernaut gets caught, doesn't even get Omni Slash off as the second roar from that refresh roar comes out, bringing him down as well. And he's dead without buyback. They're sensing blood in the water, they're in there, Axe lands a beautiful call, but with everyone else dead, there's no follower. It's a disaster, both Disruptor and Axe will fall, but Axe instantly buys back. And Terra is looking to fountain farm a bit. That might backfire for them. Elder Titan gets very low, but Mars bails him out with the Yules. This might just be GG. Terra's not gonna even finish all the racks. They're going straight for own. Axe gets the call, able to finish off the ET. I don't know if he meant to ulti there, but he did ulti there. Roar goes out onto Dumbasaur, he's going to get absolutely murdered. Oh, Axe with a beautiful call. Can he finish off? Oh, Mars gets off his Yules. Oh no, Mars is gonna live. There's the chain ulti too. No, it was so close to beautiful. Axe was almost about to shout Seb. But this will just be game now, unfortunately. Jug able to get a kill on the back out. Putting down the chain. I'll be game 2, with Terra taking it in a convincing 2-0 game. Unfortunately, FSU not able to survive long enough to outscale Terra's draft. Damn, actually a very hype game of Dota. FSU had some brilliant plays there, catching heroes that were completely off guard. But unfortunately, they just weren't able to make up that lead, hold out long enough, and in the end, Terra Esports will take it 2-0. And that is the kind of Dota we like to see in Primitive. Some great players all around. If I had to give MVP to someone, it would probably be Acerif on the Chen. Chen was basically in all 3 lanes at once, constantly sending creeps mid, annoying the Timbersaw out of lane, which making that matchup a lot easier for his Beastmaster to come out of with a lot of money. But all in all, that was some good Dota. That'll be CML Prem Div, Terra Esports versus Fetus Unfed group stages. Terra takes it 2-0.